Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 bucks, 3 bucks. 22, check.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Geis going right. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, But that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 37. Check 37. Young lady. 51. Man, lady. Stop your whining. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run with Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital. And it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Haskins now off the bootleg, out to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And now it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Now it's Crowder. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
56, right there, 56.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. first and 10. It's Haskins. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, complete. Richardson has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Put up.
Now it's Haskins, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half, 8-7, just a one-point game at intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
50 on time. 53 is the mark. All day, every day. Man, 80. Switch it.
On first and 10, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check 53. Check right. Watch 83. Watch 83. Red 80. Slam.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Silver. Check 13. Check 13. Tight dog.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Jets.
We're going to sign. 51, Mike, 51. We ain't giving him nothing today. Watch out. Lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. No gain on the screen there at second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
You draw Porter.
Now Darnold. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Darnold on third down. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
56, Mike, 56.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Watch the curls. Check three. Watch twist. Safe.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Watch the run.
On first down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins to Thompson on the screen. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. Now it's Haskins, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Able to spin free. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, check. Lucky, man, ain't he?
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and 9.
50 seconds to Mike. Okay, double it. Here we go.
Now it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Greystone, travel. 56, right there.
Darnold on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Darnold from the red zone now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Looking long for his tight end Reed. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. On first down, Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's into the end end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
To throw is Darnold, escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, here's Haskins. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Big series right here.
On 3rd down, Bell. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Jets, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.